Well, good morning. Happy Monday morning. Some of you are already out at work. Some of us are slow poking because we're off. Don't hate. Speaking of hate, let's go ahead and shout out the Cowboy Nation. We did that, guys. We may have the recipe for, I'm just saying, Super Bowl. With that being said, my topic for today originally was just plain old won't he do it. But because I was going to come from a personal place with just that title, and I still am. But I added slash somebody pray for me because my faith is being tested. And the reason that I added that other half is because during my moments on Facebook, I am seeing a lot of people asking for us to pray for them because their faith is being tested. We are some of the most two-faced, confused, wannabe believers that there are. Let me tell you what I mean. How often do you hear people say, won't he do it? Won't he do it? They post stuff every day. Won't he do it? God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. God is always only good to a lot of these people, to a lot of us, when he's doing what we want, when we want it. But based on the scriptures that I've read, I walked away with the understanding that there are going, especially in the last days, critical times, hard to deal with men, lovers of themselves, lovers of money. It talks about natural disasters. It talks about health. It talks about all of those things that we could look forward to in the process of him getting things back to where he originally wanted this world, this earth, and this system to be. So we got to go through in order to get through, right? But as soon as we get sick, as soon as somebody's baby is sick, as soon as someone dies, as soon as the finances are bad or off, or relationships are suffering, then it's somebody pray for me. My faith is being tested. Listen, get your faith tuned on up now, okay? Because it's going to be what it is. And if you really do believe, and if you really do have faith, you have to stand in it regardless. And I'm speaking to all of us. And I can say, I honestly am practicing what I preach in this particular video. I specifically, when things happen. I had cancer surgery 2 years ago. Not one time did I say, why me? Not one time. All I said was, it's my turn. It's my turn. Do I like it? No. Did I want to go through that? No. I was in shock. Didn't see it coming. Hit me like a truck. Blindsided me. T-boned me. But all I could say was, I guess it's my turn. I guess it's my turn. I hope I'm going to live through it. I hope they can, do whatever they need to do to manage this so that I can move on past. I'm not ready to go. But if it's time, if I got to go, I got to go. I want to be here. I have the best two daughters God could have given me. So that's the number one reason. They're the number one reason that I'm not ready to go. These young women are starting their adulthoods. One is a senior in high school with all these amazing plans. The other one has a bachelor's in psychology, working on the PhD. I want to see how this thing ends for them. I want to see how it turns out. I don't want to miss it. But I was forewarned that I could miss it. There could be some things that could happen that could take my life because the wage that sin pays is death. I have one for me. There's one for you. There's one for everyone. So I just wanted to say this morning that I am selfish. We have to be selfish enough to be honest with ourselves. And we have to be selfish enough to make sure to do the right things, whatever it takes to keep our minds and our hearts and our spirits right and aligned with things. We got to be honest with each other. We have to be honest with ourselves. We got to be honest with God. And we can't be two-faced with him and say, won't he do it? My faith is being tested. Get that faith tuned up. You need it. Tune it up. It's going to be some things. It's cool to say I'm scared. It's cool to say, I don't want this to happen. I don't want to see this happen. I don't want to be a part of this. But the reality is, get your faith tuned up because he already forewarned us that these things were to come. It is what it is. We can't change it. So, my won't he do it for this week. I had an amazing week this week. I learned, everybody's experience is different. But for me, as a hairstylist, there are seasons that are better than others. And for me, my clientele is mostly moms. So when it's time for back to school, they kind of slow down, and then it gets a little bit better in between, but then Christmas comes and they slow down again. So won't he do it? I felt like I was on vacation week before last, barely worked at all. And won't he do it? Because last week, everybody needed to come in, and all my bills will be paid this month. It's just really weird how those seasons kind of work. So won't he do it? Okay? Won't he do it? So the Be Selfish lesson this week is get your faith tuned up. Uncle Tyrone, yes, God will do it. Uncle is praying for you and everybody everywhere. My uncle is praying for everybody everywhere. Jewel, good morning. Love you. God bless you. Good morning, Tanya Holman. I don't know who else. I scroll past. But everybody have an amazing day. So the selfish homework this week. Hey, Trev. Selfish homework this week is get your faith tuned up. Get your faith tuned up. It's going to get worse before it gets better. And if y'all crying now about every little thing and your faith is being tested, you letting everything shake you away from your relationship with God, get your faith tuned up. Share this video. Somebody needs their faith tuned up in real life. Have a great day and a fabulous week.